Welcome back to Living Local. It is time to check in with Movie Mike for what is new at the movies.
Sounds like a plan.
Can't talk
Let's
to
do it. It's going to be a long segment.
Must be a vacation.
Okay. Yes.
Mike Schultz, arts editor for The Reader, of course, joining studio.
Good to be here.
You were off last week. Now you're back this week. And you saw Transformers, the new one.
I did see the new Transformers, Rise of the Beasts. Not bad.
I was not expecting that.
Nor was I. No, coming from me, there are a few series that I don't like as much as I don't like the Transformers series. I know you're a fan.
I'm a huge
The
fan.
first one I thought was fun back in 2007. That one I enjoyed, but after that it just was like overbearing on loud, on senseless. But they've gotten better since they've gotten rid of Michael Bay, the original director, who's now a producer, but he has nothing to do with the writing of the script, and that's helpful. This one is set in 1993, so it's a few years after the events of Bumblebee, which was the previous Transformers. And so now we have, it's the same plot, basically. There's good Transformers, the Autobots, and bad ones, who are the Terracons. They're all after this mysterious glowing device that will allow them to open new dimensions and let the head bad guy Transformer eat planets. I'm not quite sure what's going on, but it actually moves pretty well. It makes sense. It's coherent in a nice change of pace. The effects are fun, not terribly memorable, but it's pretty cool. Good actors. Anthony Ramos and Dominique Fishback are our two leads for more than half the movie, so it's about like an hour, 15 minutes. They're the only humans in sight, so it's helpful that they're actually quite good. You know exactly what you're going to get, right?
Right.
Transformers. This one gives you exactly what the others have, but it's less annoying.
So no, who was it? It was Shia LaBeouf early on.
No Mark Wahlberg.
Mark Wahlberg. Yeah.
Also a perk. Yes. Yeah. I'm not a fan.
He said
in
we're gonna
general,
fight.
I like
we are
it.
gonna fight.
I do like Mark Wahlberg as a human, but not in that series.
No, I'm looking forward to it. I think, if you give a thumbs up, I'm really going to give probably double.
Okay, there you go.
This new one's kind of cute.
This could be fun.
A lot of color.
Yeah.
Elemental.
It's Pixar time again.
Yeah.
And it's been a while since we've had a Pixar at the movies, because recently they've just been kind of going directly to Disney Plus and skipping the theaters entirely for obvious reasons. But yes, it's the first one, I believe, since Incredibles 2 in 2019. This one is set in Element City, and if you remember the movie, one of our favorites, Zootopia, we were talking about, it's kind of like Zootopia except with elements. So we have characters that are basically sentient earth and air and fire and water, and this one is pretty much all about fire and water. There is a girl, a teenage girl, there she is, who wants to take over her dad's bodega, but she's got an incredibly fiery temper, as you would imagine. She winds up bursting the plumbing at his place, and so they have to enlist the help of a plumber who is turns out a very hunky ball of water, I guess. And so he and the fire creature fall in love, and the movie is all about, can two completely disparate elements actually maintain a relationship without one, I guess, snuffing the other out? Which could be depressing, but it looks really colorful, and it's a Pixar movie that's not a sequel, which is always a treat. I don't know, could be kind of fun. You're a Pixar fan.
Yeah. I grew up on Pixar. Monsters Inc., Toy Stories.
Yeah.
I grew up on them. So
sure, some classics in there, yes.
Yeah, this one's going to be very interesting.
Could be fun.
Now, Mike.
Yes, sir.
It's summer.
Okay.
You know what that means?
Yeah.
Either Marvel or DC, but this time it's DC.
It's a comic book movie. It's DC this time. Yes, it is. It is The Flash. He finally gets his own movie after being part of the Justice League. And, of course, he's again played by Ezra Miller. We all know The Flash's powers. He can move really, really fast. And in this one, it turns out he can move so fast that he can actually turn back time. So what the Flash decides to do is turn back the clock to 2013, which is the year that his mother was murdered and his father was wrongly accused of the crime and imprisoned. So he figures he'll just go back, changes one little thing that happened in history, and there will be no problems whatsoever. But if you've ever read a book or seen a movie, you know that you can't go back in time, change one little thing, and not expect massive changes elsewhere. And there's a pretty massive one right there. It's Mr. Michael Keaton returning to the role of Batman for the first time in 30-odd years, which is amazing. So I guess you go back in time and you erase Ben Affleck from existence. is how that works. So, yes, so basically he goes back and he has to deal with all sorts of problems that happen. We get Supergirl as a character in this one. We have General Zod, who was Superman's chief nemesis and was killed 10 years ago. He is now back because the Flash went back in time. And as you can see right there, the Flash also runs into himself, his pre-Flash alter ego, who is not yet a superhero, and so they have to kind of team up to save the world, I guess. I have no idea. That sounds really complicated.
Hey, listen.
It also sounds a lot like Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse, which is the best movie of the year so far. We haven't really talked about that one.
I haven't seen it.
So good.
I'm working on it.
You're doing better?
On it.
Yeah.
I've seen.
You saw Iron Man.
I saw the first one.
I'm so proud of you. That only took 15 years. Well done.
Baby steps, Mike. Baby steps.
That's true. Okay.
Well, Mike, I appreciate you hanging out with us
Yeah,
today.
you bet.
Transformers. Actually, I was really surprised.
Decent.
Yeah, I was kind of shocked you gave it a thumbs up. A cute little Pixar movie, Elemental, and of course, The Flash. You can read Mike's movie reviews online at rcreader.com. And for more information on today's movies, you can head over to our quadcities.com. More Living Local continues after the break.